I remember for sure is that I was embarrassed, and I really didn't want to have to do that. Hi everyone, welcome to esrebs. This is day 9 of being a YouTuber. On this video, I will be sharing my second job experience in Guam and my thoughts on mentors. So one day while I was at the mom and pop store, I talked about this on my last video, my first job in Guam. I was browsing through the newspaper and I saw an ad for an accounting assistant. On there it said, Quickbooks experience preferred. My exposure to Quickbooks was limited to invoicing orders at the time. So at the wholesale company, I invoiced the orders and then watched as they were loaded into the vehicles before they got sent out. So my QuickBooks experience was very minimal. But of course, I thought that was enough to apply for the accounting assistant job. The opening was at a computer store. I submitted my application, got interviewed, and got the job. I was eventually there for 4 years. When I got hired there, I was still 18 and was very fortunate enough to have a manager that saw my potential. She saw through my inexperienced self and took the risk. She was my first mentor. And I think mentors are essential in life. They are out there. I didn't wait for them to declare they are now my mentor, because at least in my experience, it doesn't happen that way. You don't go to working at a new place and declare, oh, okay, I'm going to be mentoring this. I am now your mentor. Or the other way, you don't go to a new place and say, okay, you are now my mentor. At least not until, if you're joking, not if you just started, right? So maybe down the line when you're joking, you could say that, but definitely not when you start. You don't do that. But for me, how that started, how my relationship with my mentor started, is by me asking questions. So it starts with me choosing a person who I can learn from, and just asking questions, peppering them with questions. Some of them to a point where they get annoyed by all my questions, but that's how it starts. That's how you kind of build that mentor-mentee relationship with someone. As the incoming employee, also remember I was 18, I was very young, I was very green, very limited accounting experience, and I was applying for an accounting assistant job. So I had a lot of questions. I didn't wait for them to teach me. You have to also do your part in trying to be resourceful and initiating that relationship, that learning experience from another person. So my advice to you, if you are young and if you are just starting out your career, seek them. Like look for these individuals, because I'll share something I realized when I was 25. When I was 25, I was an admin manager, and I realized that at a certain point in an individual's life, working is no longer just about the money. It just can't be. Your motivating factor evolves. Once your survival stage ends, that could mean a different thing to different people. Once that ends and you're making enough to cover your needs and buy what you want, money no longer becomes the motivating factor. And I imagine myself in the future making more than enough to care for all my needs and wants, going to work, doing the same thing every day, void of novelty. Would that give me fulfillment? I mean, there has to be something else to look forward to at work. So I thought about it, I pondered about it, and I concluded that for me, and I think also for most people, it's to impart knowledge, it's to mentor someone else, it's to teach and to help. So there are people at your workplace that are willing to do that. There are people that need to do that. They might not even be aware of it, but it goes both ways, right? It awakens something in someone when they start imparting knowledge. I remember the first person that I mentored, and that was amazing. I love that. Oh boy, I am getting emotional again. Okay, maybe I'll save that for another video. I don't want to cry again here, but so they are out there. Make your choice. Make your choice. They are out there. Initiate. If you're the incoming person, the young, or you're just starting your career, initiate that, because there are a lot of people that are willing to teach and to impart their knowledge to you. What else? So at this computer store, I met my first mentor. Also, my bosses were kind enough to let me cash advance $1,000 to put as a down payment on a car. So now my first gen family has 2 cars. The immigrant story is looking good so far. But there's a lot of twists and turns there, but I'll talk, that's all in upcoming videos. So far, yeah, so from when I look back, those are the things that come up very quickly, is that I met my mentor, which is still my friend till now. I cash advanced $1,000 to put as a down payment for a car. My knowledge in QuickBooks expanded, grew. That is also, during those times is when I started going to GCC for an accounting associate's degree. What else? So some lessons. Sometimes you just have to be brave. Sometimes you just have to fake it till you make it. So I'm talking about my QuickBooks experience, right? Again, very limited. Before I applied for this job, before I got this job, my experience was very limited. It was I only invoiced orders on QuickBooks. That's all I knew. I didn't know about the other features and whatever. But I still thought, you know what, let me just give it a try. Let me see if I could, I'll apply and see what happens. Sometimes you just have to be brave. You just have to fake it till you make it. Don't let your lack of experience hinder you from going after a job, because you never know. The person on the other side of the table, when you're interviewing, might see something in you that sometimes you don't even know exists. So be brave. Fake it till you make it. And number 2, ask questions. There are no dumb questions. Also, you know, by asking questions, you show that you are interested, you are willing to learn, you want to learn. So don't be shy, ask away. Maybe even for a cash advance. Anyways, this video is going to be short. That's it for now. Next video I will be talking about my third job in Guam, which was at a bank. So we're nearly there. So this is just my resume to the world at this point. So it's hopefully you guys could kind of see what I'm trying to do. So again, this is me trying to build a YouTube channel, and this is also me giving advice or sharing my methods on how I'm doing that currently, like right now in 2023. And what do you call this? This video goes live on 2023. It's December 30th today. And hopefully can get you to come and watch my journey. And if you are also looking to create a YouTube channel, maybe some of what I say or do or show could help you out in your own journey. So let me know. So this is my 9th video. After my 10th video, I will be, for my 11th one, I will be talking about what I've learned in 10 days, filming in 10 days, and kind of the whole technical part of it, the lighting, the editing software, how my content, calendar, and all the other things that I learned in 10 days. So I will be putting that out. Hopefully you guys would look forward to that. What else? Pre-recording too. So I will also talk about that a little bit, because as you guys know by now, if you've watched all my videos, I am pre-recording. I'm hoping to get a month in advance my schedule. So just to show you the importance of that, is there were some events that I had to go to on the 28th and the 29th of December. So I wasn't able to film for those days. So now I'm actually 2 videos behind. Today's December 30th. But because I pre-recorded, I can afford to not film, not film on the 28th and the 29th. I was beating myself up for it because I like to stay on schedule, but I had to remind myself this is exactly why, Esther, this is exactly why we pre-record for situations like this, when we can't. So at least we're not without content. But there is still that part of me that's like, why did I miss those days? Anyway, I'm just blabbing right now. Yeah, that's it. Next video, I'll share my experience working for a bank and what kind of I learned from there. More on mentorship, I guess, and also the challenges of being young in a workplace, like moving up in a workplace, being a young person. So yeah, until then guys, bye for now.